Hi everyone, it's Jill for sleepopolis.com, and today I'm going to be talking about the Nest Bedding Luxury Sleep Mask. Just comes in this disposable plastic sleeve. So we'll open this guy up. The only thing that's in there in that package is the mask. There's not a carrying case or earplugs or anything, so we let the mask stand on its own. And it's soft. It's really, really soft. Um, so the Nest Bedding website describes this mask as having silk lining, and it's not clear to me whether that means that the fabric that is lining the outside of the mask is made from silk, or whether it's like the filling inside is silk. This feels like the softest velour that you've ever felt. So for argument's sake, we're going to call it a silk velour. And hopefully that about captures it. If it is silk, I've never experienced a silk velour like this, so that's cool. So other than the very, very soft material, this is just a kind of standard blindfold sleep mask. The Nest Bedding label is on, it looks like this is the back, because if you can see the way that the strap is stitched, it's stitched to this side, which makes you think that it should go this way, which means that this label is going to be on your forehead, so that's a little odd. That being said, the strap can kind of wrap around this way, so you can put it on. You can probably do that without any real consequences. The strap itself is elastic. There's no adjustment at all, no Velcro, no slider. So, if you have a really small head, if you have a really big head, that's a potential problem, but it's also possible it's very, very stretchy elastic, so it's possible that it'll just work for everybody. So we're going to go ahead and put it on, and I'm going to put it on the way that it looks like with the strap, where the strap seems to be. And let's see how this feels. Okay, so we're having some trouble with my hair. Okay. The elastic strap does fit around my face. I have to kind of put it over my ears. It kind of wanted to go like right over my ears instead of above them, but once I adjusted it in place, that was fine. Oh, I can feel I've got this flipped up. Okay, everything feels like it's in place now. But the interesting thing there was, even though it was flipped up, there wasn't a whole lot of light coming in. This part still was blocking out some of the light. My eyes are closed. I'm trying to open them under the mask, but it's pressing right up against my eyelids, so that's not going to happen. That being said, the eyelid pressure, not terrible. Some of these blindfold masks, they pull really tight and make your eyelids feel like they've got a lot of pressure on them. This is actually very pleasant. It's very comfortable. It is, again, super soft. I don't feel like my eyelashes are going to get stuck in this material, and I don't feel like I'm going to wake up with a headache because the strap was too tight, and I don't feel like it's going to slip down on me in my sleep because it's too loose. So I'm just going to really quickly take it off and see if my suspicions were correct, and that you can flip the strap kind of inside out. And that way you've got the label facing forward, because that label was just a little itchy right there. So let's put it on this way. Yeah, so that definitely feels better on the forehead. The strap is actually just the slightest bit tighter this way, so this actually fits my head a little bit better. So when I lie down, I'm going to keep it in this position, which I'm going to do in just a second. So like I said, I kept the mask facing, I guess, kind of inside out with the strap. The strap is actually coming out of the front side of the mask and wrapped around so that this label would not be rubbing against my forehead. And I did that not only so the label wouldn't be rubbing against my forehead, but as I mentioned, the mask is just a very tiny bit tighter this way, because it goes around that last quarter inch of the mask when you have it this way. So if the mask is loose on you, that might be something that you want to try. I'm lying on my side. This is the position I sleep in. I actually usually sleep on the other side, but this is where the camera is. And the mask is really comfy. Not only is that fabric still just really soft, I'm just super enjoying the silk velour. Where it's under my head here, pushing it, well, there's my hair, but where it's under my cheek here, pushing into the pillow, it's not pushing the pillow away from me, it's not shifting around on my face, it didn't move when I decided to lie down, so that was really nice, because even the most basic sleep masks tend to slip a little bit, and I'm wondering if the reason it didn't slip is partly because of this material. The strap now that I have the mask inside out, the part of the strap that's facing my head is also this same material, so it might not be as inclined to glide along my hair or the pillow and slide. And with this material, it also isn't as inclined to glide along my face. I am shooting this during the daytime, and there's light coming in through the windows in my bedroom. And I can sense light coming in. This is not one of those total blackout masks. If you're extremely light sensitive, that is something that you need to be aware of. But I am not especially light sensitive. I have no problem at all falling asleep in the middle of the day. So having a little bit of light coming into the mask is not a problem for me. It is just something that you should be aware of. The mask is, as I'm talking to you, staying in place. It's not jiggling, which makes me think that probably if you're somebody who moves a lot in your sleep, the mask will do a pretty good job of staying in place. And again, it's really soft and comfortable. I'm not, I've reviewed so many sleep masks, and this is the first one where I've just really wanted to just pet it like a bunny. I'm going to sit up in just a second, give you some pros and cons. Let's talk a little bit about some of the pros and cons of the Nest Bedding Luxury Sleep Mask. This is, again, I think the back side of it. Pros. I'm literally giggling over how soft this fabric is. It just feels so nice. And this mask is a little pricey. It's over $30 for just what looks like your standard blindfold mask. So you have to believe me when I say that this does not feel like your standard blindfold mask. It's not itchy. It's not really smooth like your standard silk masks can be. It's fuzzy. It's like a velour or a fleece, but it's silk. Maybe theoretically, that's how I understood it from the website. So I'm gonna call it silk, and it's just really, really soft. So that's a definite pro. Another pro, there's no Velcro on this mask, which is a big thing for me. And also, I was able to lie comfortably on my side. And when I slept in this guy overnight, I didn't have any problems falling asleep, staying asleep. I did, when I first laid down, I had just a little bit of adjusting to do when I actually slept in it overnight, but otherwise, it stayed in place. It was very comfortable. It didn't feel like it was making my pillow do weird things or putting my head at a weird angle, which is something that some bigger sleep masks sometimes they'll do for me. So that was really nice. There are a couple of cons, even though I just really am enjoying this mask so very much. I think one con, as I mentioned, it's a little strange. The way that the mask is sewn, you think that this is the front side because the strap is sewn on behind, which means that the back side, this side here, has this label on it, which you can probably remove pretty easily, but it's still weird. So when I had it on with that side facing my face, it was rubbing right there. Easy to fix by just turning the mask inside out. Another con, I don't know if you can see here. There's right there. That's cat hair. I have 4 cats. One might decide to pop into the frame any second now. There are a couple of them on the bed with me. But, this material, as soft and as lovely as it is, does seem like it's pretty prone to picking up cat hair. If you're like me and you're also allergic to the cats that you have in your home, you don't want cat hair anywhere near your eyes. So you'll just want to make sure that you do something to decatify, like take one of those tape lint rollers or something. Another con, even though I love that there's no Velcro on this strap, there is no anything to adjust the strap, which could potentially be a problem for somebody. If you have a smaller head than me, or a bigger head than me, or more hair or less hair, I was able to make the strap just the slightest bit smaller when I turned it inside out, because when you wrap the strap around this way, it does cut off about 1/4 of an inch of the mask of the strap on either side. So that made it just a little bit tighter for me, which was nice. I think the only other con I can think of is the price point. This is, like I said, over $30 for this mask, and it on the surface is really just a plain blindfold mask. There are no bells and whistles on it. It doesn't offer complete blackout. It doesn't offer any noise cancellation or anything else. It just looks like your plain old blindfold mask. And the fabric is lovely, and I think that it's potentially worth the upcharge, but when you first look at that price, it is a little scary. One other thing that I wanted to mention that is a con for the mask, if you are somebody like me who often takes naps in the middle of the day when you already are wearing makeup, you can't see it right now because I wasn't wearing, oh, there's my cat Jack. I wasn't wearing the mask for too long when we were filming, but when I wore this mask over for a nap over makeup, which happened on a day where I woke up, I got dressed, I looked at my email and saw that where I was supposed to be, that had been canceled, so I could go back to sleep for an hour. Which I did. I figured it was a good time to try the mask. And when I woke up, my newly applied makeup was pretty smudged because it was pressing, like, you know, it's not tight, but it is pressing up against your eyelids. So that's going to cause some rubbing, especially once you get into REM sleep and your eyes are vibrating. If you know, and even just from the couple of minutes that I was wearing this, looking at the mask, it's not going to show up on camera, but I can definitely see some sparkly eyeshadow in the fabric of the mask. So, you know, that shouldn't stop you from getting the mask if you're somebody who just wants it to wear overnight, or if you are not a makeup wearer. But if you are somebody who gets lazy and doesn't want to reapply your makeup like me, then it's a thing to be aware of, and maybe this isn't the right mask for you for your daytime napping. I have a full review up on sleepopolis.com. That is it for now. This is, once again, my little cat Jack here, and we will see you next time.